Dear students, you are going to study about the First World War and the Russian Empire. In 1914, the world countries divided into two groups, Central Powers and Allied Powers. Central Powers comprised of Germany, Austria and Turkey. The Allied Powers comprised of France, Britain, Russia, later Italy and Romania joined. The First World War started in 1914 and ended in 1918. In Russia, the war was initially popular and people rallied around Tsar Nicholas II. As the First World War continued, the Tsar refused to consult the main parties in the Duma. That is why support to Tsar Nicholas II decreased. That is why anti-German sentiment become high. So it can be seen in the renaming of St. Petersburg, a German name, as Petrograd. The Tsarina Alexandra's German origin and poor advisors, especially a monk called Rasputin, made the autocracy unpopular. Another important part of this lesson is the First World War on the Eastern Front differed from the Western Front. In the west, armies fought from trenches stretched along eastern France. In the east, armies moved a good deal until leaving large casualties. Defeats were shocking and demoralizing. Russia's armies lost badly in Germany and Austria between 1914 and 1916. There were over 7 million casualties by 1970s. As they retreat, the Russian army destroyed crops and buildings to prevent the enemy from being able to live off the land. The destruction of crops and buildings led to over 3 million refugees in Russia. The situation discredited the government and the Tsar. Soldiers did not wish to fight such a war. The war also had a severe impact on industry. Russia's industries were few in number and the country was cut off from other supplies of industrial goods by German control of the Baltic Sea. Industrial equipment disintegrated more rapidly in Russia than any countries of Europe. By 1916, railway lines began to break down. Able-bodied men were called up to the war. As a result, there were labor shortages and small workshops producing essentials were shut down. Large supplies of grain were sent to feed the army. For the people in the cities, bread and flour became scarce. By the winter of 1916, riots at bread shop were common. Next important topic of this lesson is the February Revolution in Petrograd. In the winter of 1917, conditions in the capital Petrograd were worse. The layout of the city seemed to emphasize the division among its people. The workers' quarters and factories were located on the right bank of the river Neva. On the left bank of the river Neva were the fashionable areas, the Winter Palace and official buildings including the palace where the Duma met. In February 1917, food shortages were deeply felt in the workers' quarters. The winter was very cold. There had been exceptional frost and heavy snow. Parliamentarians wishing to preserve elected government were opposed to the Tsar's desire to dissolve the Duma. On 22nd February, the lockout took place at the factory on the right bank. That is why they conducted strike. Demonstrated workers crossed from the factory quarters to the central of the capital. At this time, no political party was actively organizing the movement. As the fashionable quarters and official buildings were surrounded by workers, the government imposed a curfew. On Sunday, 25th February, the government suspended the Duma. Politicians spoke out against the measure. Demonstrators returned in force to street of the left bank on the 26th. On the 27th, the police headquarters were controlled by the people.